Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back with yet another video of the Arizona Sports Fan. Now today we're going to go ahead and release my 1.0 mock draft, guys. I'm pretty excited about this. Now, it's only going to be the top 10 picks within the draft because I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, we only really care about the Arizona Cardinals and who we think we're going to go ahead and pick. That's what this channel is about, guys. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do today. 1.0 mock draft, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. Alright, so guys, let's get started on my 1.0 mock draft. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. Now, it's definitely obvious who the Cincinnati Bengals are going to go with. First overall pick, with the 2020 first overall pick, the Cincinnati Bengals choose Joe Burrow from QB from LSU, guys. I think it's honestly time for the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, to kind of move on, maybe even become a second string quarterback for this young fella. But I mean, now that he won the Heisman Trophy, it's more of an opportunity for this young gentleman to take the first overall pick from, just kind of go first overall. I really do feel like the Cincinnati Bengals need a quarterback that they can depend on, and it's just not going to happen with Andy Dalton, unfortunately. With the number 2 overall pick, the Redskins choose, obviously, Chase Young, edge rusher, Ohio State, 6'5", 265 pounds. This guy is sought out to be the best prospect in all of football. I mean, this guy is huge. He is a beast. He is big. Some people might have said that he was better than Myles Garrett or even Nick Bosa. Chase Young is going to be a solid number 2 overall pick to the Redskins, guys. Now, switching over to the 3rd round pick for the Lions. Now, this one can kind of go either way, I feel like the Lions can get moved back. Like, if somebody wanted to get a quarterback over the needy quarterback teams that want to go ahead and get it, it's a possibility that the Detroit Lions can move out of this spot. But for this mock draft, we're not going to go ahead and do that. So for this pick, for the 3rd overall pick, I'm going to have the Detroit Lions go with Derrick Brown, defensive lineman from Auburn. He's 6'5", 318 pounds. Just an overall beast. He's sought out to be probably the best interior D lineman in this class, and I do feel like Derrick Brown would be a really good asset to the Lions, and I do feel like the Lions would be able to go ahead and benefit from getting Derrick Brown. Now, with the 4th overall pick for the New York Giants. Now, this one right here, this one was kind of a toss-up to me as well. I was kind of like going back and forth on who would the Giants pick. But honestly, in my mind, I do feel like they want to go ahead and shore up that O-line, and they can do that with Andrew Thomas, offensive lineman from Georgia. He's 6'5", 320 pounds, and this guy is probably one of the best offensive linemen in this draft, and they need somebody to protect Danny Dimes. They do feel like they got their franchise quarterback in Daniel Jones, and I do feel like Andrew Thomas would probably be a great asset for them to go ahead and get Andrew Thomas with the 4th overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. Now, with the 5th overall pick, the Miami Dolphins, I mean, this one is kind of an obvious one as well. There's been slogans going on for quite some time now, tank for Tua and all that different stuff. With the 5th overall pick in the NFL Draft, I have the Miami Dolphins taking Tua Tagovailoa. He is a quarterback from Alabama, and I really do feel like he would be a awesome asset to the Miami Dolphins. Right now, they're currently looking for a franchise quarterback. It's not going to happen with Fitzmagic. It's not going to happen with Rosen, unfortunately. I feel like this would be something that they can definitely move forward with Tua. There's been so many different talks, different slogans, tank for Tua, and all that different stuff. It seems like the Miami Dolphins didn't ended up tanking because, they won some key games in the NFL those last few weeks that, that's determined the playoffs that is going right now. And I think Tua would be an awesome asset to the Miami Dolphins. So with the 6th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, I have the Los Angeles Chargers, taking a big step here and taking Justin Herbert, quarterback from Oregon. Now, I do think it's an end of an era for Phillip Rivers. If this is not his last year with the team, I'm talking about this last year, then this year that's coming up would probably be his completely last year with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's time. I think it's time for them to move on, and I think that this would be an awesome prospect for them to grab and kind of learn from Phillip Rivers. If they bring on Phillip Rivers for one more year, it would be a good opportunity for Justin Herbert to kind of learn from a veteran that's been within the league for quite some time. So I have the Los Angeles Chargers taking Justin Herbert, quarterback from Oregon. Now, with the 7th overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, I have the Carolina Panthers taking Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver from Alabama. Now, this guy right here is probably the best wide receiver in the entire NFL. The NFL draft, I'm sorry, completely the entire NFL draft. This guy can move fast. He is really good in routes. He is fast. And overall, just a great prospect for the Carolina Panthers to go ahead and get. Now, keep in mind, they do have DJ Moore, but I don't think that they feel like DJ Moore is their solid number one wide receiver. So I feel like this would be a good opportunity for the Carolina Panthers to get their number one wide receiver and Jerry Jeudy. That's who I think the Carolina Panthers will be getting this year. Now, guys, the moment we all have been waiting for, with the 8th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver from Oklahoma. Now, this one is big, and I think it's humongous. Now, Arizona Cardinals, we can go O-lineman, we can go cornerback, we can go, edge rusher, we can go D-lineman, we can go, it's just, there's so many different spots for the Arizona Cardinals to go for, but I do feel like within my heart and soul that CeeDee Lamb is probably going to be the best opportunity for the Arizona Cardinals to get their number one wide receiver, and why not pair Kyler Murray with his, old wide receiver and get that connection back going, and that would be a great opportunity for CeeDee Lamb to take over Larry Fitzgerald's spots whenever he does decide to go ahead and retire. CeeDee Lamb is going to be the 8th overall pick going to the Arizona Cardinals. Now, with the 9th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think that they're going to go ahead and get Jeff Okudah, cornerback from Ohio State. He's 6'1", 200 pounds. Now, the reason why I'm going with Jeff Okudah is because they recently traded off their stud cornerback and Jalen Ramsey, and he's currently now with the Los Angeles Rams. Now, this one right here, I do honestly feel like it'd be a good opportunity for them to get another solid cornerback in the draft. He is sought out to be the number one, the best cornerback in the draft, and I do feel like that would be a good opportunity to fill in that hole that Jalen Ramsey, that kind of left within that defense. Now, with the 10th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, I have the Cleveland Browns taking Tristan Wirfs, O-lineman from Iowa. He's 6'5", 322 pounds. What a good opportunity for them to grab an O-lineman and protect Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is, in their mind, their franchise quarterback, and he has been sacked numerous of times. Baker Mayfield needs to be protected. Bottom line, he's probably really sporadic because he doesn't feel like he has very much time in the pocket, but getting a solid O-lineman in the draft, such as Tristan Wirfs, is going to be a great opportunity for the Cleveland Browns to go ahead and, protect our quarterback. Guys, so those are my top 10 picks of the NFL draft, guys. Now, like I said before, this is just top 10 because, bottom line, we're the Arizona sports fan, and that's all we really care about, the Arizona Cardinals. I will be dropping some more mock drafts throughout the rest of the, offseason leading up to the draft. So we're going to be mixing it up. We're going to have people trading in and all that different stuff, guys. So keep tuned. This is just one of the very few mock draft 1.0. Guys, what do you guys think of this? Drop it below. Not just the Cardinal pick, but every other pick that I went ahead and picked today. That's all I got for this episode, guys. Thank you so very much. I'm out. Thank you.